for IDK, where we learn how to do something new. And today we are breaking down the most popular fall makeup trends.
Yes, and for that, we are joined by beauty and style expert Tiffany Colors. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, so excited to have you back. Okay, the seasons are transitioning, the leaves are changing. So talk to us about how we can really glow up our skin this season, because sometimes it gets so dry.
I know, and our skin starts to get unsuntanned.
Yeah, it's starting to happen.
So this brand is by Lady Gaga. It's House Labs, and it's H-A-U-S.
Okay.
Love it.
Labs.com. And the first thing that we're going to dive into is the Bio Radiant Gel highlighter that she has.
Awesome.
And I really want you ladies to kind of give it a little press. It's super bouncy.
Oh my gosh, it is.
It's talc-free, so it doesn't
It's
like...
talc-free.
Yeah, so it's also, her line is vegan and cruelty-free and clean. So very good for your skin.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to try it?
Yeah, where do we apply it?
Okay, so you can use your finger because you felt it doesn't get powder dust everywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
But I do like to use an actual foundation brush.
Okay.
So it controls it. And you want to go ahead and place it. So this one that we're using is peach quartz. All of them, one of them's an opal, another one is a sunstone. This one is the peach quartz. And you want to apply it to the C curvature. So you're going to go right above the tail of the eyebrow.
Oh, really?
And you're going to scoop all the way down to almost the apple of the cheek. So here we go. So we're just going to press.
Make me glow, Tiffany.
You're going to glow all over. And
You're all ready.
while
Look
you're
at
putting
that.
it on, you actually press it into the skin because it is also a skincare product.
Oh, is it?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I love a
Lady Gaga.
twofer.
I know. So this actually has arnica in it, and a lot of people use that for bruises.
Yeah.
This is actually for anti-redness
Look,
and
you see
to
the
heal.
difference?
Oh yeah, here.
Look at that, Carly.
Shiny.
Hey, cheekbone.
And then not shiny.
Yeah.
So here, we'll even you out. So just, again, it goes right above the eyebrow tail, and then you scoop it all the way down almost to the apples. And there's several colors I love for a more bronzy look if you want the chocolate opal.
That looks so pretty.
It's so pretty. You can do a little contouring in there, too.
Yeah,
Love it.
beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk lips now, because I love like a dark lip, but sometimes gloss feels like really sticky. What would you recommend for that?
Okay, so first we're gonna do the lip gloss. And I love this lip gloss because it has prickly pear in it. So it's got peptides, and it does, it gives you a little bit of a pout. And what also we're talking about is you can do a little bit of a moody, but you will notice that this actually is very sheer. And I really want you to give it a good press, because you will notice that it has high shine, a little bit of color. The applicator feels like velvet.
Ooh, and it's not too sticky.
It's not too sticky.
No, that's gorgeous.
Okay, and you're gonna, this one is just the crystal clear.
Okay.
So, but it's gonna push, it feels so good.
Nice. Lady Gaga did it right.
Yeah, go like,
do the
like
pout.
that.
Do a pout.
Yeah. So again, it has antioxidants in it. It has peptides to make your lips look fuller, and it's not sticky. So this one's my favorite one. It has really great vitamins in it.
Beautiful.
And then the Moody.
Yes.
Yeah, what is a moody lip?
Okay, I have it on.
Yeah, I see
She
it.
is a mahogany matte. So moody means no shine.
Oh,
Okay.
So you can get moody with a nude also. So this one is one of my favorites. This one is honey matte, and you just put it on, but it's lack of shine.
Okay.
And so you can be moody with a nude, and you can be moody with a dark mahogany. And you can go somewhere in the middle. There's a color called granite too that actually is kind of the color of the flowers, and it has a little bit of a redness
I
to
love
it
this
with a little
color.
bit. Me too.
Yeah.
So that's the Le Monster crayon, and what you also can do is put the Le Monster crown on, and then you can go ahead and pop a little bit of a shine on top if you want to
Okay.
be less in a mood.
Mix it up a little bit. Okay,
And then-
so let's talk about the eyeshadows. And during the break, I had like legit questions for Tiffany, because these eyeshadows confused me. Do we do it with our finger or a brush?
Yes, you absolutely can. So first I want you to feel the texture. These ones are, it's the high power cream eyeshadow.
right
so
here.
go ahead and
look
just
at
dip
that.
in. I know I just
snakes
put it.
here.
And then just put a little bit on the back of your hand. You'll
that's
feel
really
how
nice.
kind of slippy it is.
Yeah.
It doesn't
yeah.
have too much pigment. So you can build this product on. You have to put it on and then let it dry. And to answer
And
your
then layers,
question,
yeah.
yes. And then to answer your question, you can put it on with an eyeshadow. I tend to squeeze a little bit of product on a plate or something like that, and I dip into it. And you want to use an eyeshadow brush that actually has a really tight bristle. You don't want it to fluff all over the place. You still want it to have some impact.
Okay.
And so you can go ahead and then blend it on the eyelid. Note, do not go above the eyeball. So when you're blending it on, you want to feel kind of the ridge of the eyeball. Don't press too hard.
Please don't do that.
And you rock it back and forth, and you actually can get it into that eyeshadow crease line without having to be on purpose about it. And you can layer them. You can put a bright in the front, and you can put a darker in the back, and you can kind of play around. And to get it underneath in the lash line, you can take a little bit of this, dip it into the product, and then you just rub it into the eyelash line with a Q-tip.
The eyeshadow underneath your eye?
Yeah, just a little bit. So with like, say, here's some impact, like a gold shimmer, right? Or this silver shimmer, and you can get moody with deep amethyst, and you can kind of create a smoky eye without having to be like, I put this in the front, and I put this in the back, and then I blend another thing underneath the eye, and then like you can just use one eyeshadow to kind of get the same look that you want if you just double down and you put it underneath the eyelash too.
So any tips for making these different things you showed us kind of work together? Like when we do a fun eyeshadow like that or some glitter or shimmer, what do we need to do on the lips?
So I tried to do the balance, right? If you're going to do a heavy eye, show up with a little bit more of a neutral lip. If you're going to do a heavy lip, then show up more with a neutral eye.
Which you did today, actually.
I did. I balanced it out so you have that impact on the lip, but the eye's not like, oh, hey, here she comes.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, a party, if you're doing like New Year's Eve or something like that, and you want to give it a little bit more oomph, and it's also darker, you can show up with a little bit more makeup on both places. But you don't want to, generally, if you're going out and stuff like that, you don't want to like, it's just too much. It's just too much.
Right.
So yeah.
Very Coco Chanel. Always take one thing away, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to try on the darker bronze so you can show everybody?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
So this one's the chocolate opal, and so what we're talking about is you can use your finger, but you also can press it, and you'll notice right away this actually gives more of that bronzy looks, that suntan that we were losing now shows up for you. And if you give a little kissy face like that, you could go straight into that underneath that cheek line and give yourself a little bit of a contour. So
I would love a cheekbone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yes. Not tan, not tan.
She went on vacation.
Yeah. So that one is your chocolate opal, which I absolutely love. And you can layer them. So we just gave you a little bit of a suntan, but if you want to, then you can go ahead and take, I mean, buy them all.
Buy them all.
Buy them all. Houselabs.com.
I love
And then
that.
you can go ahead and take a little bit of this and put it on top.
Look how good that
A little bit of extra.
I mean, Tiffany, with
I promise you will finish the other half of the face in a few minutes.
You stay during the break, Tiffany.
We will let you go.
with all these looks, I feel like we've got to watch out for the paparazzi.
I mean, they're just you can't hear the cameras snapping away, but they're just right off set. They want to come in.
Thank you so much.
I know.
So great.
Thank you.